In honor of Friday's first ever greatest Royal Rumble, I will be playing WWE's first ever Royal Rumble video game for you, and it is aptly titled Royal Rumble. And it is starring these cast of characters from WWF's roster in 1993 with the $1 Million Man, Macho Man, Mr. Perfect, Man, Undertaker, Man, Bret the Hitman Hart, Tatanka, the Native American, Crush, Ric Flair, who is the Man. You have to beat him in order to be him. So this was the first wrestling game I received as a child back in the mid-90s. Not the greatest time in the world for wrestling quality, some would argue, but it was what I grew up on, and it was the best era according to what I think. So there's only 4 play modes here. There's one-on-one, tag team, triple tag team, which you didn't even see on TV back then, and Royal Rumble, which this was the first time you would ever see that in a game. Let's do like a normal card would do and start off with a Royal Rumble match. Or, I'm sorry, with a one-on-one match. Just one player. Tonight's match is one-on-one. We'll do a brawl. I mean, why would you want to do just a standard one fall or a tournament? Tournaments take too long. So, we'll do a brawl. 5 seems fine. Difficulty 5. CPU, I'll choose the opponent here. So you got your standard cast of characters here from the time. Narcissist, Lex Luger. I'm going to go for my 2 favorites at the time were The Undertaker, who, in my opinion, had the coolest theme song out of everybody, and Bret Hart, who's right next to him. So how about we do this? I will play as Bret, and my opponent will be The Undertaker. 2 timeless characters in the WWF/WWE. Oh, yes! I'm gonna get you, Undertaker. That's my Bret Hart impression, if you couldn't tell. And prior to that, my Paul Bearer. So let's go to the ring for the action. Now, as you can see, very brightly colored, as a Super Nintendo game is. You got this back and forth thing, as you can hear. The controller just clacking away there. This is the best that they can come up with for grapples back then, because you'd see awfully long grapples in matches, but oh my god! And you never really saw Bret Hart tossing The Undertaker out of the ring like that. But video games are video games. And Bret Hart is destroying The Undertaker here. I guess that's what I get when I choose 5 difficulty. A lot of extra room on the outside of the ring here. Back in the old days, it was the guardrails were really, really close to the ring. Not this close. They were pretty close. This is more like they are now. Although this is a huge amount of room over here. What I kind of annoyed me back then too, you can't use the stairs. You can't go to the 4th side of the ring. What's strange about this game is what I've noticed is that there are a lot of people wearing Hulk Hogan shirts in the crowd. You can see them there wearing their yellow and red shirts. However, Hogan's not in this game. He's in the Genesis version of this game, but he's not in this version of this game, which is bizarre. Now, this is no holds barred. They're not counting us out. Normally, we would be getting 2 countouts, which is not how wrestling works, but whatever. But I will just go over here and see if I can just commandeer this chair and hold it the wrong way. No wrestler ever... Yeah! So, wrestlers never really held the chair that way. They would hold it by the feet or legs of the chair. Never really by the back, but whatever. All right, back in the ring. A lot of punching, a lot of kicking. Now I can put Undertaker in my finisher, the sharpshooter. And I win! Because you just have to knock your opponent out in a brawl match. Looks like Jerry the King Lawler and I guess maybe Jim Ross on commentary. We'll go to do another match just to make sure. We'll do a standard match with a referee now. But your winner right now, Bret Hitman Hart. So let's just do a one-on-one match. Difficulty 5 seems to be my level of expertise in this game, despite 25 years of experience. We'll go with somebody else now. I'm always playing as Brett or whomever. I would also like to play as Shawn Michaels, way back when, whom I saw retire live at WrestleMania 26 against The Undertaker. But let's not do that. Let's see Shawn Michaels versus the Nature Boy, who Shawn Michaels retired at WrestleMania 24. Standard one-on-one match here. Shawn Michaels versus his idol, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. You got a referee in this match now with a crew cut and a bow tie. A lot of punching and kicking here. I mean, there are moves. It's just hard to get to like a headbutt. Let me see if I can get some moves for you. Standard moves. There's a drop kick that you miss. There's a lot of clunky hit detection in this game. See? But I mean, it's fun as hell. Back then, this was the shit. I thoroughly enjoyed this game, and I still thoroughly enjoy it. It's a fantastic game. Great roster, small roster because back then you can only fit so many sprites in a game. So let's see. That looks like maybe it's Bobby Heenan and Jim Ross. Yeah, that's who it appears to be. Bobby Heenan on the left, Jim Ross on the right. I don't recall them ever commentating together, but you know what? Why not just throw them in? They're constantly going bananas at the ringside. Never really a place where announcers were set up either, like that angle. Again, video games. Now here comes the counting. Standard in wrestling, there's usually just one count for both guys. I don't know why we were getting separate counts. Also, this huge logo in the middle of the ring. Not something that they used to do. More of a WCW thing. A lot of splashes. It's like Shawn Michaels is the Ultimate Warrior. I just noticed how ripped Shawn Michaels is. He has an enormous upper body, huge, ridiculous abs, and that I guess that looks exactly like him at the time. I mean, these are great-looking sprites. Let me see if I can get Shawn Michaels' finisher here. He had a ridiculously dumb finisher at the time. He had this, like, teardrop suplex thing. Let me see if I can get Nate up. No. Oh, you can run into the referee, too. Let me see if I can knock him down. There we go. And now you do things like this. You strangle him with your bare hands. Or you can do the eye rake. See if I can get this finisher on him. Come on. Just referee out of the way. How does a referee knock me down? There we go. There we go. That's a weird finishing maneuver. Oh, get up. Come on. Let's go. Count. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ass cab. Pin him. All right.
1, 2, 3.
And there you have it. Shawn Michaels, the winner of the match. And here's Howard Finkel. I'm thinking this is a program that we're looking at. This is where they, I guess, as the match goes on, or the card goes on, they print the program for you with all the outcomes in it. Unless you're just following along on your own, like at a baseball game. Let's go for it. Let's go for the Royal Rumble match. Let's go. Let's see. Who's won a Royal Rumble match in this game? Flair. Shawn Michaels. He's won 2. Scott Hall, Razor Ramon never won one. Yokozuna won a match. Lex Luger co-won a match. DiBiase did not. Randy Savage has not. Mr. Perfect did not. Undertaker has in 2007. Bret Hart co-won a match. Tatanka didn't. Crush never did. And there's your roster. Let's go with what the hell? Let's go with Ric Flair, who was not even with the company by the time this game came out. But you're gonna go back and you're gonna take Flair out of a video game? I don't think so. So here's two classic rivals, starting off the 1993 Royal Rumble. Oh, my goodness, and there goes Macho Man. I didn't even get a chance to get that thought out. Hip tosses everywhere. Hip tosses. Yokozuna. The ring fills up very fast when there's only so few people in the game. So they can fit up to 6 sprites on the screen at a time. So back to my rival, Shawn Michaels, from previously. The object of this match is fairly difficult considering the hit detection in this game. You have to throw somebody into the ropes, and then they usually back off or come back at you from bouncing off the ropes. And then you hip toss them out of the ring, which is a strange method of elimination, but what can you do? So, otherwise, you like very overpower your opponent to the point where you just throw him out of the ring. Flair was sent home by Mr. Perfect in 1993, who I'm grappling up with now. Flair and Crush together. This is good Crush. This is Kona Crush, where he wore an orange singlet and purple tights, which is an odd combination of colors. I guess that's how they do it in Hawaii. Nature Boy still doing fairly well. I got half of my life. Not a big fan of those life meters. Kind of like Mortal Kombat. Once it's gone, it's gone. Modern video games, you can keep coming back, but not these. Once you got your once you lose your life meter, it's kind of hard to recover from that. The Native American Tatanka. A lot of people getting eliminated pretty quick. This is truly the greatest Royal Rumble, if you ask me. It's not the greatest Royal Rumble, but it's pretty close. None of these people will be in the greatest. Oh, well, Undertaker will be on the card there. He's facing Rusev in a casket match. But other than that, it's amazing that the Undertaker's still around. This game's 25 years old. I believe every wrestling video game except for my WCW video games has the Undertaker in it, which is astonishing. Lex Luger will not be at the Royal Rumble this year. It's also the first year that has 2 Royal Rumbles. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's been other years that have had 2 Royal Rumbles in it, but nobody saw those other Royal Rumbles. Yeah, there's a lot of controller squeezing in this game. Before THQ and Ukes took over, or AKI or Aki or whatever it's called, took over those wrestling video games, this was it. But this is fantastic. I mean, who doesn't love the mayhem of a Royal Rumble match? The unpredictability. You never know who's going to win. Let me see if I'll put the Tonka in the figure 4. It's not the figure 4. Give him another figure 4. I guess I can't for some reason. The game has mercy on its competitors. I don't. Flair and... Come on. Let me eliminate somebody. No! I got eliminated by $1 Million Man. Eliminated me. I gotta wait. I gotta wait for these 4 guys to eliminate each other, which is fairly annoying because I don't know how long this is going to take. So you may just have to wait with me to see. And Razor Ramon wins. It took long enough. Razor Ramon Scott Hall never won a Royal Rumble. However, he won a World War III, which is like a Royal Rumble in WCW. So, I always liked this where it shows you who eliminated who and at what point. It took 8 minutes to finally eliminate Tatanka by the bad guy. He got in at exactly 2 minutes, spent 6 minutes in the ring, and eliminated 3 people. Let's see where I came in. I didn't get what I did. But anyhow, I lost. It would show you everybody else and who they eliminated, but you get the idea. So that is the first Royal Rumble video game made by the WWF, released in June of 1993, acquired by myself in December of 1993. Does the game hold up still? For a completionist, sure, if you want to go back and play every WWF and WWE game ever released, it's definitely worth your time. There's other ones that I'm going to go back and review, but in the meantime, have yourself a wonderful afternoon, evening, and morning.